in play. And we're going to irritate everybody we play against tonight because they don't get to play Magic. Alright, here we go. Alright, so we got none of our C's, but that's okay. This is a pretty good hand. We got Silvergill into Lord, then our Reader and Master and stuff like that, so it's really fantastic. We will keep this hand, do our typical aggro route. Yeah, and we have a Mutavault. Yes. Yeah, so I'm going to lead with... Thanks, Six Monarch. I like being adorkable. That's a good thing. We're playing against white. We're playing against Fire Wild Border Post. So 1 red-green artifact. You may pay 1 colorless and return a basic land you control to its owner's hand rather than pay its mana cost. It enters the battlefield tapped, and then you tap to add red or green to your mana pool. Yeah, that's going to be an issue for my 8Cs. Good thing we have an aggro plan going on right now. That's very interesting. So we got Naya, probably, because they led with the planes. Alright, we get try. So, I'm sorry? Restore balance combo? What is that? Can you... rather than cast it from your hand, pay white and exile it with 6 counters. At the beginning of your upkeep, remove 1. Right, so spend. Each player chooses a number of lands he or she controls equal to the number of lands controlled by the player who controls the fewest, then sacrifices the rest. So he runs no lands, or basically no lands, so that he kills all of my lands. Oh, and then so players sacrifice creatures and discard cards the same way. So it's hits lands, creatures, and your hand, like the cards in your hand. So hitting like each type of thing. Alright, so we'll stick with our normal plan since we can't seize claim here. So we'll just Mutavault and pass the turn over. Now that we've played for a minute and a half to play a Mutavault, which is kind of embarrassing. Welcome back, Encryptic. So that's 4 colors. 5 colors, alright. So, Field Mist Border Post. So same thing, but white and blue. Weird. Yep, so they're going to have no lands and then cascade into Restore Balance, which is going to really suck. Probably. Alright, so we just have to get as much damage in as we can before that happens. I guess Silvergill. I'm not trying to figure out, I'm looking at Restore Balance, how early he can play his combo. Oh, it's just like Living In, so it's 3 mana Cascade. Okay, I don't have anything to stop his mana, so I guess we just go with our normal plan here. We'll reveal Lord of Atlantis like we normally do. That's probably what I'm going to play next turn. No, I'll probably play Rejury. I don't know. I revealed Lord of Atlantis, and that's what happened. I don't really care. I don't think it makes much difference. Sure. So, he says withholding information is always good, which is true. But that's a card that they know we're running anyway. It's likely that we have it in our hand, and now we have 2 of them. So, we can pass the turn over. Talking too much. So we're waiting for them to acknowledge that I want my turn to be over. There, now I can hear it. So he just played restore or exiled restored balance twice. Okay, so he just restored balance twice. So they're suspended.
In case you counter one.
Oh, I guess, yeah. Okay, so in case I counter one. Okay. So I have 6 turns to win.
Yeah, if they don't cascade, yeah.
If they're not cascading, if that's not their plan, I've got 6 turns to win. I can totally do that.
Rejury, rejury, rejury.
Um, Alrighty, so let's go ahead and play Rejury. Boop-a-doop-a-doo. I was playing slow, so now they're used to it, I guess. Alright, and then we can go ahead and attack for 3. Alright, so they're going to 5. This is a very strange deck. I mean, I don't know how they win. Hi, Zillmunster! Um, we are trying out a version of 8 Seas, so I do have Spreading Seas as well. We're going on the mana denial plan, except that they also are on the mana non-existent plan, so I can't stop their artifacts that are their mana rocks things at the moment. This is what are people calling this? They're calling this like the restore balance deck or something.
Yep.
So
Best here, because you get
it's really strange. I'm sorry?
rejury for 3 lords next turn.
Yes, okay, so we're going to play our next Rejury. Now, next turn we will have free lords,
And you can seize claim.
but I can seize claim and hit. I'm not sure if it matters, white or black.
They don't have black without that land.
Oh, okay, so if I cover their swamp, they don't have access to black. They're going to dismember.
Hi, Gabby.
Oh, hey, Gabby! How are you doing? So they dismembered my Rejury, so I no longer get free lords next turn. Yes, I want to do my Rejury trigger. So many buttons. Alright, let's go ahead and seize claim. Get rid of his black, now that he, dismembered me, so it didn't help. Well, I just got going today, but I'm excited. I'm trying out an 8 Cs version for the first time online, so we're going to see what happens. Let's attack. It looks like we have 6 turns to win, so 5 now. This being 5. Because he has 2 restore balance and a Riftwing Cloud Skate, so that's his win con. He's got other suspension things to play afterwards. But he has suspended his restore balances. They've got 5 counters left on them. So isn't his clouds thing gonna land first?
Sure, but you've got creatures, so.
I mean, yeah, that'll have it so he lets me keep creatures, right?
The cloud skin bounces.
Evolving Wilds. Okay, so a land that's barely a land.
But it's turning it real, so in case you get nerfs.
I can't hear you, love.
He's turning it real at least.
Who's what?
He fetched
Oh, okay. He went and fetched so I can seize claim or spreading seize it. Carrick's making silly jokes just out of my headset hearing range, so I have no idea what he's saying. Okay. So here's this. So we get two lords this turn, and should be able to attack with Mutavault. Two, untap one, two, untap one, and then yeah, we can attack with Mutavault. Sweet. So let's go ahead, play the Lord of Atlantis that we showed him earlier. Untap an island. Okay. Do it again. Play Master of Pearl Trident this time. Untap an island. So this is going to be a pretty brutal swing. It's maybe lethal, actually. I think I might have it this turn. So we'll turn this into a creature. And I got 5, 10. Even without Mutavault, we would have had lethal. Sweet! Okay, so what the heck do I do against this guy?
Counter spells for his restore balance, maybe? I don't know.
I'm not sure if countering a restore balance is good or if I just want to make sure I can rebuild after it happens.
Do they cascade into it, or do they just suspend it?
I mean, I didn't see anything cascade-like, but that doesn't mean that they don't. But they did suspend two restore balances. Alright, so we've got our Spell Pierce here. That will counter it. I don't feel like we need more brought in. Tech Edge is not going to be any use to us. He's not targeting us with a restoration, whatever, restore balance.
No.
It's each player, so that won't help. Monster Siege here won't help. Um,
Seize claim is still pretty bad. I would bring in counter spells and take out claims.
yeah, so I mean, Seize Claim is not helpful in here, even though we're trying to play an 8 Seize deck. So I guess I'll bring in Spell Pierce and nope, not Monastery Siege. Negate because those will stop it. But now I have one card left.
Get rid of snag.
No, I have one more card to put in.
Oh, tech edges.
The Tech Edge, he doesn't get to 4 lands.
No, but you might need to draw more lands after he restores balance.
That's a good point. So he suggested a Tech Edge so that I have more lands to draw into after he destroys everything. So that makes sense. We can try that out. And let's go. Yeah.
Did you bring it in?
Yeah, I brought it in.
He took out snag.
What?
Vapor snag. Out.
That's not in my main deck.
Oh, weird.
Yeah. He was saying he was asking if I brought Vapor Snag out, which is not even in my main deck right now. Alright, so here we have Mutavault into Aether Vial, Island into Island into maybe we should do Island first to the Lord.
Nah, I mean, you can swing with Mutavault turn 1.
You mean turn 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could swing with Mutavault turn 2 instead of playing the Lord. I think that may be better. Alright, so we'll keep this. So turn 1 Mutavault, Aether Vial. So we've been on the draw for both of these games. So the green-white one. So I've learned about border posts. I didn't even know those existed. And we got Minamo. Okay, so Mutavault, Aether Vial. I'm going to ship the turn back over. There you go. So what is Greater Gargadon? Can you do the like bang thingamajig that lets me see it? Thank you. Alright, so creature, beast 9/7, suspend for 10. Or sacrifice an artifact creature or land to remove a counter from him.
Huh.
He just played Restore Balance. Um,
So
Activate this ability only if Greater Gorgon is suspended,
So,
of course.
as Restore Balance is about to happen, he can just take a bunch of time counters off and completely wipe you.
Right. So Restore Balance happens, and then he gets rid of everything to take all the counters off, and then it'll be cast. That's pretty gross. Probably hits it down to one so that he wipes all of my creatures, and then it comes in. That's actually a pretty cool card. Stop talking and play the game.
Why? We like talking.
Well, I like talking, but I'm gonna run out of time if I'm not careful. Alright, so um, we don't need to play Curse Catcher now. So we just attack with Mutavault, and then we'll play Curse Catcher on their instep. How does Restore Balance generally do? I mean, is it a pretty powerful deck? I've not even heard of it before. And if you have a friend who plays it. Alright, so I'm holding my handy pin of instep triggers
In your F2 hand?
in my F2 hand, so I don't accidentally hit the button. That's a good idea, thank you. A Beast Within, destroy target permanent.
His own land?
He's destroying his own land to give himself a creature.
Is that worth Curse Catchering?
I think that probably is worth Curse Catchering. I don't want him to have a 3/3 green beast.
But you will have Island Walk.
I do. I will have Island Walk.
So
That's
you're
true.
relevant. So yeah, that's fine.
So yeah, okay. I'll hit him harder and faster than he'll hit me.
I'm surprised he didn't get his island, actually.
I'm surprised that he played his island. He must have needed to. Instep, instep. We're not going to click the buttons. Instep. Okay, Aether Vial. Yes. Curse Catcher. All right. So now I can go to the next turn. Yes, we want to roll this up to 2. Alright, so I have two choices. I can play Rejury. I'm going to Violin Lord of Atlantis. I can play Rejury, or I could swing with the Mutavault. I think that's less efficient. So I'm going to go ahead and cast Rejury. Use this for Lord of Atlantis, because we want the Island Walk. And then we can swing with Curse Catcher.
Yeah, he should have Beast Within the island to get rid of your Island Walk.
He probably should have Beast Within his island if he was going to do one anyway, but he might need blue mana because his whatever thingamajig, this thing, the border post will tap for green or white, so he has white. So he might need blue, he might have something in his hand. Alright, so he's only got Restore Balance suspended at the moment. If I move this, okay, it will show me his counters, so. Sweet. And pass the turn over. And we won't block this beast. We'll get hit for 2. Or for 3, I mean. We don't want to trade a lord for a beast.
Have you got lethal?
I do not have lethal yet.
Oh, because your Lord doesn't Island Walk.
For Ardent Plea? Was that the one he played before? Or whatever he suspended before needed blue. So Cascade. So you can Cascade into it, and then it's enchantment with Exalted. That's it? Okay.
Cascade, yep.
Blue, green. But I mean, Cascade into Exalted is not that good, is it?
No, no.
A card that gives Exalted, that's all the enchantment does.
But it cascades into Restore Balance, which makes it very good.
Oh, it has Cascade.
Yes.
Okay, I thought Cascade was you could Cascade into it or something.
Actually,
That doesn't make any sense.
RT Painkillers.
Hi there! How are you today, RT Kind Killer? Okay. We're not gonna roll this up.
Oh yeah, we're gonna Silvergill.
Huh?
Silvergill before you play
Yeah, I
anything.
know. Backseat driving. Alright, so yes, we're going to bring in Silvergill to see what we get. Let's go ahead and get our card.
Car accident.
Alright, so now we can. We might as well play the Mutavault.
Nope, nope. Restore balance.
What? What'd you say?
Restore balance. You've got lethal in 2 turns anyways, so hold back everything else because he will restore balance.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's a good idea. So he's saying since I have lethal in 2 turns anyway, and restore balance is here, um, I should hold back what I have so I can rebuild, which is a really good idea.
Check chat.
You were in a car accident? Are you okay? Please be okay. Alright, so we're. He got rid of his island! Oh crap! Sorry. I'm glad you're okay. Man, I missed that he got rid of his island. Oh man. Alright, so much for having lethal in 2 turns. And I should have probably swung with the Mutavault. Although he still. Okay. So he traded his beast for my lord. Okay, well, we'll see what happens. So that goes to 3. He bounced his island for his last whatchamacallit, so I attacked with no island walk.
Oops.
Yep, that really sucked.
Did you do it in instant speed?
No, it was not instant speed.
Oh, so you just didn't notice.
Yeah, I missed it. And here goes a cascade. We don't. We can curse catch whatever he cascades into,
Yes. Curse catch whatever he cascades into.
which is a restore balance. So we're gonna curse catch that. So a chick made an illegal left turn. That sucks. Yeah, where are you at with drizzling rain? I mean, that definitely happens here, so I know how it feels, but bleh. It wasn't raining here today, though. It was a beautiful day, actually. Alright, so that felt good, getting rid of, stopping his restore balance. We can still hit for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 next turn. So a lord would be what we need here. No, we'll keep this at 2.
Hey.
Yay! We got it. So we'll go ahead and vial it in so he can't counter it. Yes, master. In Pennsylvania or in Maryland.
Animate. You have to animate.
I know I have to animate.
You just almost your finger went there.
Okay. There we go. And then this should be lethal. So we got this deck. I don't. I never really got to see what it does. But that's okay. I mean, I beat it.
You would have if you had a curse catcher.
If I didn't have the curse catcher, that would have been pretty rough. But I would have gotten to keep my Aether Vial. Yay! We won! Alright, so